Eurovision Song Contest 2016. The United Kingdom. What to say about the UK? I always tell people this, especially when they're, not really that familiar with the contest, because people tend to think that the UK certainly must be doing so well because they have so many talented performers and so many talented songwriters that it shouldn't be a problem for them to sort of sweep the floor with the rest of Europe. And yet, they very rarely do. And I think personally that's because the United Kingdom are stuck in a vicious circle. They do badly in the contest. And part of that is to do with being in the Big Five. So their song is only heard one time and it doesn't have the chance to sort of grow on audiences. And it really needs to be really, really, really extremely good to not be handicapped by that. So for various reasons, they don't do that well or actually very badly. And because of that, people who have talent and who have good, solid careers already don't want to participate. So they have to send people who are inexperienced and not that good often. And of course then they do badly. And then next year, the same thing keeps happening. So like I said, it's a vicious circle. This year, it could have been worse. It has been worse in previous years. I'll name no names, but I'm sure you can come up with a good selection on your own. This is two guys this year, Joe and Jake, singing a song called You're Not Alone. It's probably going to sink without a trace because it doesn't really have much of anything to make it stand out. The two guys are conventionally handsome, not super talented, but not lacking in talent either. By the standards of the Eurovision Song Contest, they're perfectly acceptable. There's nothing wrong with the song per se, but it's very forgettable. It's a upbeat, quick pop song that obviously has a good message. You're not alone. But there's really nothing to it. And that's sad when you know that they could have done so much better. Like I said, they have the people to do better. But this is not a song they need to be ashamed of. They have sent both this, that, and the other over the past few years. And I think that with this song, they can hold their heads up. With this entry, there's nothing particularly wrong with it. But again, it's going to sink without a trace. It's going to be heard for the first time in the final, and it does not have what it takes to stand out among the other entries. I'm sorry to say. It'll be interesting to see what they'll do with it on stage in Stockholm, because I was not very impressed with what they did in their national selection. Yeah. We will not be hearing this song again after the 14th of May.